Hello, everybody. Welcome back. Today we are talking about how to calm down, how to relax, and how to meditate, and how all of those things build up your sense of self-worth. Welcome back to your Emotional Support Podcast. I am your host, Noelle Rizzio, and today we are talking about self-care again, but specifically we are talking about relaxation and meditation and how those are so important to our sense of self-worth. So it sounds really simple, but we rarely give ourselves permission to just rest and just take a beat. Relaxation and meditation aren't just about stress relief, but they're radical acts of self-worth. It's our mind's way to reset and recharge, right? If we don't sleep, our body doesn't work correctly, right? We need that reset. We need that rest. It's the same for our mind. If we're going, we don't have a chance to rest, and we don't have a chance to kind of reset and rehone where our focus is. So that's what we're talking about today. We've talked about self-care and how important that is. You guys know how I feel about that. But we're focusing really today on relaxation and even meditation and how that can kind of be incorporated into your already established routine. Because remember, it's not about adding more to our plate. We don't need that. It's about reassessing our plate and rearranging our plate in a way that makes it more meaningful to us and our self-worth. All right, so why is relaxation an important practice for self-worth? We live in a hustle culture, right? We all know this. Go, keep up with the Joneses or the Instagram influencers or whoever else we compare ourselves to out there in the world. But resting, breathing, and just being, they all challenge that hustle culture belief. They all help us stay grounded and remember who we are. Okay, when we allow ourselves to rest, we're saying, I'm enough, even when I'm not doing. And doing is in my air quotes. Meditation teaches us to notice our thoughts without judgment. And this is the key in shifting our self-talk from critical to kind, right? This is the key to taking that inner Nicole and kind of giving her a little hug, a little snuggle, and making her kind of take the edge off a little bit, right? Be a little bit nicer to ourselves, more kind to ourselves. You are not lazy for needing rest, okay? You're human. It's so important, and I hate how we have designed rest and refreshment as laziness. If I need to sleep in one day, I need to sleep in one day, and that's going to make me better for that day or the next day or whatever. If I need to take a couch day and just kind of zone out watching movies or whatever, I need that for myself. And it's okay. We are still worthy even if we're lying on the couch. We are still important and valuable people if we're lying on the couch, okay? You might not be doing valuable things for other people in that moment, but you are doing valuable things for yourself, which then makes it better for you to do valuable things for yourself and for other people. I hope that all makes sense. So some simple relaxation and meditation tools, and I'm going to add these to the show notes. But like box breathing, okay? This is just for like a quick reset. You inhale for 4, hold for 4, exhale for 4, and hold for 4. Like, picture it just like a box, okay? So I'm going to kind of talk you through it. I'm serious. We're going to practice this because practice makes progress. We don't care about perfection, so we don't say practice makes perfect. We say practice makes progress. Okay? So, box breathing. I'm going to count. You're going to inhale 4, hold 4, exhale 4, hold 4. We'll do it a couple of times, okay? Don't close your eyes if you're driving, but you can still hold your breath if you're driving. Okay, so ready? Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that is just a quick box breathing. There's other kinds of deep breathing techniques you can look up online if you don't like that one. I'll put some in the show notes, but it's just a way to kind of reset and refocus. Okay. Another one is body scans. This builds awareness, calm, and trust in your body, and it's just kind of like going from head to toe or toe to head, and just kind of doing a quick check-in on how you feel, and just kind of relaxing each of those spaces in your body. I've heard that if you go from toe to head, it kind of energizes you and wakes you up, and if you go from head to toe, it kind of calms you and grounds you. So I don't know how much truth there is to that. I've tried both, and they both calm me and make me want to fall asleep. But that's the rumor out there. Mantra-based meditation is another one. Okay, so kind of using those positive affirmations, those positive mantras, and saying those things to yourself. I am safe. I am enough. I am worthy. I am powerful. Okay, just saying those things to yourself can be very grounding and powerful. Guided meditation apps are huge. I use one. It's called Balance, and I think you have to pay for that one. There are some great free ones out there. I know that Calm has a free. Is free for like educators and some other helper professions. You can find one that works for you that fits within your price range. Just go to like your app store and search for guided meditations, and there's tons out there. And I've never found one that I didn't like or heard any bad reviews on any of them. So it's just kind of like finding one that fits your needs. And YouTube even has them. So you can just go on YouTube. You don't even have to have an app or whatever. But those work because it's not like, you're not doing that stereotypical sitting in a, crisscross applesauce with your hands out, chanting. Okay. It's just, they kind of talk you through different like visualizations and different calming techniques, breathing techniques, kind of the body scans that we just talked about. But then they also throw in things like, not judging your thoughts, that thoughts are just thoughts, and how to like actively sit and participate in the here and now. And I think that is so important for so many of us. So that is something that I highly recommend. And then also micro moments of calm. Okay, so just catching that little snippet of time where you can just reset and calm yourself. Just closing your eyes for 10 seconds, stretching in your chair or, wherever you are. Even like petting your dog or cat or hamster or turtle, whatever you have, for just like 10 or 15 seconds, just in complete silence, and just kind of resetting, refocusing. Like I said, you don't have to sit crisscross applesauce for an hour to get the benefit. just have to take a pause. Even, if you're having a hectic day at work and you're in your office and you can just do like a quick body scan or a quick deep breathing exercise, just to take that pause and reset is huge. Again, we don't want to add more things to our plate. We want to enhance our plate and make it more meaningful and more comfortable. All right, so what's this self-worth connection? What kind of wraps it all up? When you slow down, you are able to hear yourself more clearly. So what that means is you are just able to focus your thoughts into where you need them to be, and you start to separate your identity from your productivity. So your worth isn't contingent on the amount of things that you do. It's not contingent on anything, which is the whole point, right? So you begin to treat yourself like someone who matters, because you do. You're hearing those thoughts that are meaningful to your worth, and they make sense to who you are and what your needs are. And the kinder and more present you become with yourself, the stronger your inner foundation gets. Remember, we talked about our self-worth being that foundation for our house. And so the stronger that is, then the stronger the structure of our life is going to be, because that's the whole point, right? Rest and stillness don't make you less valuable. They remind you that your value was never in question. Oh, I love that so much. I'm going to say it again. Rest and stillness don't make you less valuable or lazy or selfish. They remind you that your value was never in question. Okay? So just to recap, meditation and rest aren't luxuries or rewards. They are necessary. They are needs that support your self-worth. So my challenge for you is to try one moment of intentional rest today, even if it's just that quick snippet, even if it's just that quick 20-second reset, okay? And then pick a calming mantra that works for you, that's meaningful for you, and repeat it during the day, okay? I'm worthy. I'm worthy. I am worthy. Somebody makes you mad, just step away. I'm worthy. You don't have to say it out loud. Just repeat it in your head. You get bonus points if you lie down and do absolutely nothing for 10 minutes. And then notice how guilty you don't need to feel about it. Okay? That's the bonus challenge this week. Okay. I appreciate all of you, and I want you to feel rested and worthy and all of those good things this week. So the tip for today that you didn't ask for but definitely need: your worth isn't based on what you do. It's in who you are, and who you are deserves to rest and reset. Thank you so much. Next week we are talking about, what are we talking about next week? Next week we are talking about being the default parent and how that can affect our sense of self-worth. So if you can relate to that, make sure you tune in next week. I am so glad you're here.